Live, you're live! Hello everyone, I'm Santiago, and today I'm gonna be testing Hunt Showdown 1896 on the GTX 1650, 3050, 3060 and RTX 4060. How are you guys doing? Welcome. So Hunt Showdown got a huge update. They updated the CryEngine version, did a lot of UI adjustments, which I don't agree with, and they also made a new huge map. So I was interested in checking it out, and Crytek was kind enough to send a review code. So thanks to them for providing a code, and thanks to you guys for sticking around so they actually pay attention to me. How's it going, guys? Welcome. So we start with the 1650, but the main difference on this is that basically they updated the CryEngine version. Some people are reporting crashes, problems. There were a lot of server issues when this first released, on this update I mean. So if you look at the UI, well, I agree that the UI is dreadful. This is basically the Warzone UI. I don't know what they were thinking, really. It's confusing as hell. So I hope they update the UI at some point. Hey Hamza, how's it going, man? So yeah, this UI is horrible. I don't know whose idea was this, but here we are. But the options menu now is clearer than before, and we also have upscaling, which as far as I remember it was missing. My only advice here when it comes to anti-aliasing is to use SMAA, T2X, and we're trying everything on medium without desolation nor upscaling at a 1080p resolution. And let's disable motion blur and depth of field because we don't need it. I mean, come on. We have the sweatiest player base. We might as well not complicate the visuals any further. Hey, Ver VA9S, Kane. How's it going, guys? Welcome. So I'm guessing solo only. Okay. Let's go solo only and let's go medium range. And let me see if the new map is included in this mode. That would be interesting. How's it going? I'm doing fine. What about you? Headsman Enjoyer. Good name. How's it going, guys? Doing fine, luckily. It's been a while since I played Hunt Showdown. I mean, Crytek provided a code, but I already had the game, so I gave the copy to a friend to play with me. And well, what to say, I'm still horrible at the game. Now the game also with this update has bullet drop, so if you were not hitting anything, now there's less of a chance that you're hitting something. 1:30 AM benchmarking. It's actually 8:30 PM over here, but yeah. 1:30 AM benchmarking. Yeah, baby! You may go test Black Ops 6 beta. Yeah, tomorrow. In around how many hours is it until Black Ops 6 beta? I think we are 12, 13, 14, 19, 23 hours. No, 23 hours is... No, 14, 15 hours away from the beta. No mode has the new map except Bounty Hunt. Oh, okay. And Soul Survivor. Okay, gotcha. Looking for a mission. Still looking. I'm in South America, so probably there is very few people. So let's put it on random. Hopefully on random I get a gun instead of a knife, but we'll see. You're welcome. Yeah, tomorrow we'll have a Black Ops 6, without a doubt. Wrong time. Black Myth Wukong. Yeah, I mean, I already covered Black Myth Wukong, but I wanted to revisit this one since I think the last time I played it was like 2 years ago. And they did an update for the engine. So now it has upscaling, has DLSS, FSR, although DLSS is for RTX cards, but still. I mean, Wukong is great. I highly recommend it. This is a completely different game though. This is more like Tarkov, to say it in some way. Okay, Soul Survivor, I think nobody wants to play it for some reason. That's alright. Let's go back. Let's go Bounty Hunt. And it's funny, already in the menu I'm having 25 FPS, so it's not looking good for me. And let's play solo. And if I don't find, don't remind me again. Yeah. Play with this hunter. So I'm basically going to die here, but that's fine. You know, this game has DLSS 2.3.1. What? That's hilarious. We might be using DLSS Swapper then, so we put a newer version of it. That's ridiculous. You have it on Steam? Yeah, I mean, it's a very tense game, requires lots of attention, has a great sound engine. I played this with a friend with this new update, and the sound is actually better. It was already amazing, but now it's even better when it comes to sound. If you have headphones, do not doubt on using them. ¿Qué dice Marco Antonio Bermeo? ¿Todo bien? It has anti-cheat, so you can't replace it. Oh, that sucks. It's weird that the anti-cheat doesn't allow you to change a DLSS thing. That sounds ridiculous to me. I think what's dropping the frame rate actually is this effect in the background. Funnily enough. Okay. So guys, what do you think? Do you think I have a better chance of finding a match if I play against trios or duos? Also, I'm in South America, so probably that's the reason it's hard to find a server. Oh, never mind, it found a match. Let me adjust the camera super quick. Oh, by the way, guys, a company asked me if I wanted to review a 4K webcam, and I said yes. So maybe next week I'll have a new webcam to test it against this one. I think it will be interesting. That webcam has a feature that can follow you around. So maybe to swap GPUs, I can just tell the camera, hey, follow me. And it'll go to the computer. So I think that will be interesting. Duos, trios, I think, should probably change to North American settings. Yeah, that's a good point. I'll have a horrible latency, but at least I can see the performance faster. Well, let's see. The menu was 24 FPS, which sometimes happens even on Call of Duty. Okay, screen space. On medium settings, it looks gorgeous. I don't know what Crytek's big cooking, but it looks amazing on medium. And the options menu is way less confusing than it used to be. Sometimes they want the webcam back. Now this time they told me that I can keep it. Okay, some textures take some time to load. And I'll increase the volume because I need to hear stuff. Is this a new map? Let's see. Yes it is. It looks to be. So what I'm noticing is some textures don't have a nice draw distance on this. Yeah, the draw distance is pretty poor. Probably the medium object detail. But again, by itself, the game looks incredible. Okay, we dropped very low now. I shouldn't be running. I should be looking for clues, actually. So maybe it's a good idea to try FSR. No clues? Oh, up there. Is that a new map? Yes, sir. They, apart from updating the engine, they made a 1 kilometer square map. So this map is basically huge in comparison to the other ones. But the game still looks damn good. Hang on. Let me pretend that I know what I'm doing. Yeah, maybe I need to lower the texture quality, I think, because the VRAM is a little bit high. Oh, please don't kill me. Next time, sir. Whatever, let's shoot him. Oh, hi there. Yeah, whatever. Let them find me. I'm a horrible player at this. I think I went a little bit too high with the textures, actually. They're all the same size? Oh, I thought this was a bigger map. Okay. So what's the difference with this one, apart from being new? Because the biggest thing I heard about this map was that it was like 1 kilometer by 1 kilometer. Yeah, this stuff doesn't load properly. It's either textures on medium is too much or something else that I'm missing. Let's very quickly change the texture quality, hoping for the best. Where's the texture quality? Here. And let's see if that does anything. I'm already hearing shooting in the background. Also, let's do FSR quality. Yeah, I mean, VRAM is just hanging, but remember that NVIDIA loves to put when you're low on VRAM, to put that onto the system RAM. So it's kind of, sometimes it's not super clear on the RAM usage. Yeah, still. Uh-oh. Okay, she's gone. Reduce 2 atoms. So now with FSR, I don't know which FSR version this is, but it seems to be helping quite a bit. Looks like FSR 2. Yeah, I don't know what this is all about. More clues. ¿Por qué va tan mal? Es una 1650. Cambiaron el motor, lo actualizaron. Debe ser por eso. So for the people wondering, they updated the CryEngine version. So yeah, now they have upscaling. I don't know if they have better graphics, but I can really notice that the audio is better somehow. The audio was already amazing. Now it's even better somehow. FSR 2.1.2 from 2 years ago. Well, I'm glad it's not FSR 1. But loads of people told me that the game runs worse for them, and I understand. I don't even remember if I played this on this card at any point. But the textures are not loading properly. Might restart. Yeah, I'm seeing that some of the edges in objects that you can interact with are pretty blurry with FSR. Yeah, I mean, it's not loading properly for some reason. Whoa! Chill! When the NPCs kill you, you know you're bad at the game. FSR 2.1, gotcha. I appreciate the heads up. Yeah, the only thing that's kind of bothering me is that the textures don't load properly. Even on medium. Oh, okay, it's here. I'm in the correct place. Cannot wait to see one player kill me. Yeah, no, this is not loading properly. Maybe I went a little bit hard on the settings, maybe. Okay, Radeon GPU problems. Interesting. Okay, they're shooting. There's a lot of shooting going on around me. Not sure if you guys can hear it with the same precision as me. But there's a whole lot of shooting going on. Oh, I'm so screwed. Does this game have the Nuevo DRM? I mean, if there's anti-cheat, kind of understand. The Nuvo, I wouldn't get why they would do that. But hey, it's a possibility. Okay, let's see. Which monster am I fighting today? Apart from the people. The Butcher. Yeah, look at the frame rate drops here. The effects are definitely the hardest part for this GPU on CryEngine. Oh Jesus. No, I'm stuck! Oh god. That was a bad idea. Nope. Okay. So, definitely the fire on screen gave me half the frame rate. I need to lower the effects. Let's do some tweaks. No de nuevo? Okay. Funny, I thought the first thing that was going to kill me was a person, but it was actually the monster I went to hunt. I wasn't prepared for that. But I agree with the community, the UI is dog shit, basically. Maybe the VRAM usage target was low. Let's put it at 90. We're going to restart the game, obviously. And let's keep it on medium, but we're going to lower the effect quality. That seemed to hit it pretty hard, same with particles. And yeah, I should probably do. And let's keep quality FSR. Does the 1650 and 10 series cards being behind in gaming nowadays? What are your thoughts? Still good? I mean, if you can get it for a very low price, sure, go for it. You can play with upscaling, but demanding games, some of them require 720p with upscaling. Well, the VRAM is a big limitation, I would say, the 4 gigabytes. So I'd say they're worth it if you get them used at a cheap price. So yeah. And particles. Okay, let's try that again. Fog quality is really heavy. Gotcha. I'll put it on low. Thanks for the heads up. I imagined it was, but I wasn't 100% sure. It's probably volumetric fog. I'm forgetting that this is a CryEngine game. It's been a while since we got new stuff on CryEngine. I'll change the region, don't worry. I'll have a lot of latency, but that's okay. We're here for the performance. Latency is just part of being in South America. Although South America, at least Uruguay, has a decent connection with North American servers. Because one of our internet huge cables is connected to Miami directly, so... Okay. So fog quality, we're also lowering that. So everything on medium, low effects, low particles, and we pray to the gods of thunder that texture quality stays good. And we put the VRAM usage at 90. We'll see if that makes any difference. Quality FSR, which is FSR2, and no tessellation, because we want to help the GPU in this case. Oh, I put discard the changes. Come on. Oh no, I applied the changes. Never mind. And the region, before I forget. Region. South America? No, we're going to North America. US East. Yeah, I mean, 157 milliseconds is basically how I played. No, CS 1.6 was at 180 milliseconds. So technically is fine. Low quality. Oh yeah. Also change region. Yeah, just it. Oh yeah. I think I got a mission right away. There's a lot of players on this, but big deal. I mean, apart from the engine update, man, the UI. It's basically Warzone now on the UI. Really, Big B, I think it's pretty good. It actually has some interesting global illumination. It has, yeah, this global illumination has been here for a while, since the first version. And it's CryEngine. Personally, I think it looks pretty good. The thing is, I don't remember how it performed before this update. Some people said now the game runs at 30 for me, some others say the game doesn't even launch for me, and I believe them, because when you do a big engine update, it usually wreaks havoc at the beginning. But I think this game looks amazing. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Oh, now it's nighttime, okay. It's going to hit it pretty hard then. Well, I hope nighttime holds up well in the live stream. I'm trying AV1 streaming, hopefully YouTube likes it. So I'm trying 1440p streaming with a high bitrate plus AV1. So what that means is there should be less pixelation, but we'll see. Sup, Thomas, or Thomas? How's it going? Get ready, hunt. Okay, hopefully nobody sees me. Now it seems to be a bit more stable. Oh, no. I'm not taking any chances with this one. Pretty cute. That has to be the worst enemy in the game. Okay, I'm already hearing shooting. What's your opinion on Star Wars Outlaws? It's fun, but it has some issues at the beginning at least. I don't like the forced stealth sections because the stealth is not robust enough to tell me, okay, if you get detected, you have to restart the checkpoint. Personally, I don't like that. I think it's fun, but again, the beginning kind of baffles me, and it feels like the world is a little bit empty. And by a little bit, I mean empty. So yeah, I enjoyed a little bit of it, but I'm not super interested. It's been fun though to see how they made Star Wars into a modern engine. But again, performance, how the NPCs look, that kind of turned me off. Especially the NPC faces. Those are hilarious in a bad way. But what I played, I enjoyed. Waiting for Silent Hill 2 Remake and Stalker 2. Silent Hill 2 Remake is looking better each time they show it. I was pretty disappointed at the start when they first showed it. And it's been improving quite significantly from trailer to trailer. I'm actually pretty impressed. Okay, Clue. Alright. Mass Effect Andromeda, Starfield, and now Outlaws. I think space games are cursed to have weird NPC faces. Yeah. Man. Although, I wish... Because it's weird that Mass Effect had that. Apart from, obviously... Hold up. I'm hearing something. Ah, it was me. No, it wasn't me. So as I was saying, considering that the Mass Effect trilogy had great facial expressions for the time, I don't get how they screw it up. Need to tweak a few animation, it will be good. Yeah, also that's one other thing that the animations bother me in Outlaws. was that the animation for takedowns felt too floaty. Like there was no kinetic energy behind the hits. But that's a visual thing that they can tweak. The thing is, it performs so poorly due to having mandatory ray tracing. It's kind of a shame. Okay, I'll run. So yeah, as I was saying before, I don't know how they could screw up the facial animations in Andromeda. I know it's a different engine, there was a lot of issues in development. But man, the first 3 Mass Effect games had great facial animation for their time. Until Dawn, yes, I played it on PS4, I never finished it. But there will be a remade, remastered, quote-unquote, version coming out in October, I think. So I'll be here no matter what. Because I really did like that game, but I never finished it. Although I finished all those horror games from Supermassive, the Dark Anthology games, I played all of them. And there's also another one being made by Supermassive Games, I think it was called. I don't remember the exact name of the company. But it's also a horror game in that vein. So I'm interested in checking that out as well. I think there's a demo. Dark Pictures. Exactly. Dark Pictures Anthology. I played all of those. I would say the best one is the one where you are... One of the best. Is the one where you are a US Army person. I really enjoyed that one. And A Little Hope was interesting, but I didn't like the ending much. But I'm not going to spoil it. But I usually really enjoy those games. I'm the person that on PlayStation 3 played a lot of Heavy Rain. Please forget about me. Thank you. Yeah, the Casting of Frank Stone. That one. That one I think has a demo. House of the Ashes was the best, I agree. Oh yeah, House of Ashes. Exactly. There's so many games, holy hell. How do we keep track of the names? Impossible. Okay, there's like 5 guns going off at the same time. Something is up. House of Ashes, man. The one I might play again is... Oh no, I already finished it. Man of Medan. That was the first one. It was okay. It was weird to see the guy from Quantum Break, that famous actor. But for a first attempt, I think it was good enough. It's a Star Wars Outlaw on 2070. I don't have a 2070, so unfortunately, that's not happen. But it should be... Whoa! Okay, of course. Somebody was waiting for me to grab the clue. GG. So on the 2070, I'm guessing... Let me see. It's probably like a 30... A bit faster than a 3050. Yeah, definitely faster than a 3050. Yeah, something like the 3060. So in the video that I tried at 3060, probably the 2070 will do fine. Exactly. Exactly, Thomas. When your opinion is better for gaming and every day using Windows 11 or 10, really, I mean, I stayed on Windows. I swapped to Windows 11 just for compatibility on new technology, but Windows 10 is still fine. The thing is, Microsoft wants to discontinue Windows 10, so that's a problem. Okay. So probably when it comes down to the performance of the game, I'd say keep it on 900p. Textures on medium doesn't seem to make a lot of difference. We seem to still be being destroyed by VRAM amount. But I will keep FSR just to stay above 60 because this game, again, this is a super hardcore game. You probably want 60s. So keep everything on medium, fog on low, particles on low, FX on low. Maybe the shadows, you can lower them. And the GI. But this game is pretty demanding, which makes sense. But what bothers me the most is that textures don't load properly for some reason. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Yeah. It's still capable on this game, but textures are not loading properly for some reason. I'm a little bit confused when it comes to that. Lowering the usage target and play on a GPU with high resolution will have a negative impact in your visuals. Okay. I mean, if it's at 90, it should be okay. In Call of Duty, it's the opposite. I had to put it like at 70 for it to look good. Let's try low textures. I'll leave it as is. Okay, yeah, textures will load properly on 8 gigs of VRAM. Yeah, definitely. Apart from the fog, like you guys were telling me, I think the effects quality is also important. Just due to the fact when you get inside one of those shacks that is on fire, you're screwed. You're screwed because you lose half the performance. How about the distance? I think like this is fine. I'd rather avoid pop-in, but I'm trying to hit those 60s. Connection lost. Ha! Funny. But when it comes to the VRAM, I think that's the biggest issue. The VRAM is just... the game is just not loading properly those textures. Let's try that again. Hopefully it's daytime now. But considering its CryEngine, probably what hits performance apart from the classic shadow global illumination is the object detail, which usually affects draw distance as well. So yeah, I think this should be a good balance of visuals and performance. But what bothers me is the textures don't load properly. Yeah, for a 1650 it's pretty impressive. I'm just disappointed that, obviously, if they update the engine, it's probably going to be more demanding. But if you already were playing, I don't know, at 60s on medium to high settings on this card, and the game got updated with the new engine thing, maybe you're getting like a few percent less performance, but you bought the game before and it was fine. So I'm not entirely sure. Is it the same with Cyberpunk engine? What do you mean the same? You mean the options? Usually, I mean, when it comes to CryEngine, it tends to be pretty similar to the older versions when it comes to what the options menu does. On this one though, what always impressed me about this game was the global illumination that they put there. Before all the RT craziness, this game already had it. The Cyberpunk engine is basically a custom engine from CD Projekt Red. Okay, here we're using less VRAM, so we should be safe, but we'll see. Hey, Axel Gamer HD. Yeah, Force RT in UE5 sucks, I agree. Although give credit to some of the developers that don't have Lumen as a mandatory option. I mean, some people know what they're doing with Unreal Engine. I mean, if you look at Wukong as an example, ray tracing, you can disable it if you want to. Doesn't look great. But, I mean, you cannot 100% disable it actually, because global illumination, that option. But you can put so few bounces that you can get a massive boost to performance. So I'm happy when developers actually don't force you to use ray tracing. But that will be more common as time goes on. Now, Cyberpunk uses a custom engine from CD Projekt Red. It uses Red Engine 3 or 4. I think 4. 3 or 4. I don't remember exactly which number. But it's a custom engine from CD Projekt Red. CryEngine is basically Crysis Prey 2018 or 2016. I don't remember when it came out. So yeah. But it's been used less and less. You can also make games on CryEngine without a problem. You can download it and make games like Unreal. But it's less popular. How's the new 4060? It's doing great so far. We're going to try it at the end of the stream as always. But so far it's a bit faster than the 3060. Better ray tracing performance. I'm just disappointed that it's only 8GB of VRAM. But for 1080p right now we should be okay. The thing is, what happens in the future? Oh, not you again. But I don't know why the textures are not loading properly still. Yeah, I mean, look at those. I mean, when I'm looking at them, the game is like, oh yeah, let's load that texture, which makes sense. But I think we're just VRAM limited. Yeah, look at that. That shouldn't happen. So maybe that's a memory limitation of the updated engine, maybe. Okay, that one was dead. Oh, not this one again. I love doing sound so that everybody can find me. Imagine if 5060 would be 8GB, it probably will. Let's be honest here. Knowing Nvidia, I mean, if it was up to Nvidia, they would release a 4GB 5060. The 5060 laptop will be 8GB. On laptops, I kinda get it. They always limit laptop stuff. It's pretty common. But when I'm talking about desktop, man, at least give us, I don't know, 10GB? 8GB is just a joke at this point. Especially now that there are games that actually force ray tracing, which uses lots of VRAM. Same with frame generation, uses more VRAM. You again, Jesus Christ, man. What the hell? Why so many of them? Yeah, let's grab the next GPU. The next GPU will be 8GB, so it should be fine. But let's get killed first. Because of course I'm not going to win this one. I'm just looking at walls. Okay, somebody's shooting at me, I think. That's great. They came for the stream. You killed them. What? You can extract? Yeah, but I have nothing. I could maybe snipe someone from here. Let's see. Although there is bullet drop, so... If I had trouble hitting people before... Oh man, look at that texture. Holy hell. Come on. There we go. Yeah, I mean, the game looks great. I agree. Let's just say visually the game was always ahead of its time. Although, I think they downgraded the graphics from the first version to this one. It used to be much darker. Oh, up there. Okay, here goes nothing. The difficulty is finding the stairs. Hey! I cannot read your name. Revo or Reno? That font really... Oh, the spider! Oh god. If you are arachnophobic, look away. I'll tell you when the spider is dead. Will you be testing Veilguard? Oh yeah, of course I will. Freak off, you're not the spider. Really? Are we seriously doing that? Will you test... Yeah, Veilguard. You mean Dragon Age? Just in case. I saw it was deck verified before even... I mean, months before release, they said it also works without internet. Okay, they are attacking the spider downstairs. Let's give it a surprise. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I heard shots downstairs. Oh, great. What the hell? How? Son of a bitch. I told you, these are the sweatiest community in gaming. So, which settings would I use? Probably 900p, quality FSR. The VRAM usage target, I'll try different ones, but with these settings, I mean, textures don't load properly anyway. So I'm guessing it's a VRAM thing, maybe due to the new version of the engine. So let's get out of the game. What is this game about? I just wanted to join the stream. No, the game is about basically you're hunting monsters. And it's kind of an extraction shooter, to say it in some way. You kill the monster, you need to get the bounty. And once you get that bounty, you gotta escape before other players kill you or get away with the bounty themselves. That's basically how it goes. It's a pretty hardcore shooter. I'll call it... Again, like Tarkov. It's like Tarkov, but with monsters, because you can also lose your character if you die with your weapons and all that. I wish Tarkov was on CryEngine. Why? Well, actually Tarkov it's a heavily modified Unity engine, as far as I remember. Hello to Brazil, Thiago Dark Souls. I mean, I can say hello to Brazil every day. We're basically neighbors. I'm from Uruguay. Yeah, Unity, I mean, it likes using one thread. I know this because I helped make stuff on Unity, some very basic stuff. I did UI. And Unity takes a while to compile stuff, and at the same time seems to be using one core, so not great. But it's pretty easy to use. Pretty versatile engine. The thing is, the business model, I don't like it. How they treat everybody. But the engine itself is pretty good. The thing is, yeah, it likes using one core. I remember the first commercial Unity games were a mess when it came to frame times. And also the physics, I think, are at 50 Hertz, if I remember correctly, so yeah, there are bugs here and there. You need a 7800X3D to play Streets of Tarkov map to a consistent 100 plus FPS. That's hilarious. Alright, so 1080p. Let's do the high preset. DLSS off for now. Let's see if 8 gigs of VRAM fixes textures. Yeah, we'll see. Very good. Sorry for that. Do you have overclock running or just stock? Stock. I don't like overclocking really. I think it's a little bit... I mean, the overclocks that you can get usually don't make the game playable versus unplayable in general. So, I mean, what I like doing is actually undervolting to keep temperatures down, but I don't lower the clock speed. So sometimes you'll see that I have a curve in MSI Afterburner. That's actually a lower voltage with the same core clock. Hey, Core Gaming, Core 3 Gaming, good night. Yours overclock your GPU. I mean, it's so easy nowadays. So easy in a way that you can push a button and it does it for you. If you want to do it manually, you can, but it's not like you get a huge performance advantage generally. I mean, exactly. DZIK Karuga? DCI Karuga. Exactly. You spend hours fine-tuning your overclock. Oh, so good. You get a 2 extra FPS boost. Oh my god. So I like undervolting, keeping the core the same or a little bit higher, but it's never like, okay, I'm at 1900 megahertz and I can boost to 2100. So yeah. Oh, your scene was rewinded. Okay, okay. Yeah, it usually happens. It's more common than you think. Happens a lot. Pelé or Maradona? None. Suarez. Suarez and Messi. But I'm not a football guy, so not interested, personally. Although in Brazil, I know it's, well, here as well, it's like a religion. So I have to be careful what I say about football. I'm not sure if the game compiles shaders the first time you launch it. What do you mean, Anthony? Why no AMD GPUs? Because of lack of interest. Just look at the Steam charts and you'll understand. My AMD GPU is the Steam Deck, basically. Nothing against AMD. I love value for money, but there's not enough interest, unfortunately. I think lower end card like the 1050 Ti is worth overclocking if you try to run newer stuff. Yeah, but still, you're not getting a huge difference. I don't think it's worth the effort. When it was worth the effort was back in the 700 series. Those had a good overclocking headroom. But then after the 700 series, I mean, you can overclock the memory frequency to make a decent difference, but it's not like it'll be the difference between 28 and 30 on the 1050 Ti. Believe me, I tried. You love your Ryzen CPU? Yeah, on the CPU side, I agree. Oh, it took me back to the game I was. That's why it took so long. It put me back in the game where I died. That's great, hilarious. But if you one of those people still holding on, yeah, but it takes time to do a proper overclock. That's just my opinion, of course. Okay, there's Ultra as well. Well, let's do Ultra for the memes. Let's see what happens. Why people always overrated 1080 Ti? Overclocked, you mean? Because it was the highest end card, so they might as well try to push it to its absolute limit. But again, modern overclocking is pretty uneventful, I would say, in my opinion. Okay, let's put everything on Ultra, whatever. GPU isolation, yeah. Let's go. Let's pretend we have a 4090. For future reference, Ultra is usually not worth it, but we might as well do it for the memes. Okay, 36 FPS in this menu. Not surprised. Yeah, the 1080 Ti was pretty noisy. The coil whine when I had mine in the post was a good deal. No way I would pay 170. 174. Am I missing something? Oh, 3050, 6 gigabyte. Ha! I mean, why the 6 gigabyte version? Due to the lack of fans? Or what? You now have 4080. You are living the good life now. $70 TDP. Okay, that makes sense. Probably the 8 gigabyte version needs more power. So you cannot go fanless on that one. You miss looking forward for my 1650 videos because you upgraded. What do you have now? Fanless PC. Cool. Well, Dust can still get in there. Don't rule it out. Oh, it's so weird to look at this at 30 now. Yeah, there's still some popping here and there. LMAO. Although textures now appear to be fine. Maybe this is the draw distance thing. Let me see with the shotgun. Yeah, that was a draw distance thing. The good life until the next crisis show up. Yeah, once a new crisis shows up, we are screwed. Okay, on Ultra we are into the 30s. So while we wait for players, let's put it on high. Ultra, as always, is a little bit much. Okay, we drop to high. We SMA 2TX. And we get double the performance. They're already shooting, what the hell? By the way, my question is, why the hell I have the still the same hunter with the same gun? I died like 3 times. Yeah, stuff into the distance though. Yeah, that's probably because I lowered the settings. But man, double the performance. That's insane. We're native resolution though, so I'm happy. Maybe the object quality and the draw distance can help me here. Yep. And the textures, we can crank them up at this point. Ultra textures plus draw distance. I've tried the mod for activating FSR frame gen in some games that only support DLSS frame gen. Not yet. But I want to try it on Steam Deck first. I don't know why. It just feels appropriate. Never understood the 3050. Be my guess. Same here. But hey, it was the only option from the 50 series. Ah, he's dead. Die. It has Concord? No. I mean, when I saw it for the first time, I was like, I'd rather play Overwatch or Valorant. For the record, I never played Concord. But as soon as I saw it, I was like, ah yeah, I'll ignore this. It's like the meme with Frieza looking away, saying, I will ignore this. I will ignore that. You want a fanless GPU? Yeah, I mean, probably is the best performing fanless GPU you can get at the moment. So yeah, whatever works for you. If you're looking for price to performance, well, that's something else entirely. But the hunt for either a super small PC or a fanless PC is usually a difficult one. The biggest mistake from Sony? Well, we all make mistakes. But Sony makes Concord. You tried the beta, it was very meh. I would prefer to play Marvel Rivals. Marvel Rivals, would that one be free to play? I think that, well, on Concord, apart from being nothing particularly interesting, it's not a free to play game. So why bother? Why bother considering the competitors are free to play? Dust can build out over time, unclog the fans, reduce cooling too. Yeah, but I mean, just grab a brush. Dust will still happen on a fanless machine. Of course, it will take longer. But trust me, dust gets everywhere. At least in where I live. I don't know, it just shows up. Yeah, I mean, Concord is not free. So why would I pay if I have 3 similar games that actually have a player base? And you don't have to pay for? Oh, you're gonna need to clean it? Well, that's cool. I wanted to go fanless a while ago, but I changed my mind. It was quite a challenge. Because you gotta do some sacrifice to go fanless. Hey, Akihiro-san, how's it going? It might just go free if it keeps going down. Yeah, maybe, but at that point it's probably going to be too late. I think someone grabbed that glue. Let's hide before they get me. This is a mess. No, it's down there. Really? I'll waste whatever I have. Oh, there was a horse there. Whoops. Sorry. You wouldn't play it even if it was free. Same here. But that's just because I don't tend to enjoy those. Oh yeah, one shot in! Okay, I finally saw the player before he saw me. Come on. Oh, that was a monster. That wasn't the player. Whoops. Ah, man. My character flinched at the last second. Good kill. That's hilarious on Dying Ghost. Oh man, but that was the closest I was to get someone, so I'll take it. So with these settings I think we're good, actually. Looks pretty good and was mostly above 60. The thing is, well, the Warzone drops into the 50s with vegetation. So I'm going to lower the fog and the effects. And the vegetation is probably the draw distance because we don't have more draw distance options there. Yeah, or the other option, instead of lowering effects and the fog, you can use the DLSS. Not that it's in the game. But again, that's just to iron out the stuff that we've been seeing inside places with lots of foliage. So yeah. So let's try the DLSS. Let's see the performance improvements with the DLSS. But I'm pretty happy with the native resolution thing. DLSS. I mean, you can see the improvement, right? You're considering it for... I mean, for GTA 6, yeah, definitely. 200 euros is fine. It's cheaper than a GPU that can do the same work, so hell yeah. There's a new PS5 Pro probably going to happen, yeah, but I mean, the normal PS5 will probably be just fine. I mean, let's be honest here. GTA 6 will have to work on PS5, the normal one. And if you're chasing... Well, actually, instead of buying the PS5 now, buy it when the PS5 Pro is announced. A lot of people will be trying to sell it for cheap so you can get it at a lower price. That's my opinion. But I used to have a PS5. I sold it last month, actually. Okay, there's some texture popping, but it's like pops back right away. It was when changing characters there. So as I was saying, I sold it because even the older games I had on PS4, many of them didn't have any graphical or performance updates. So I wanted to play Rise of the Tomb Raider, downloaded it. It was like 900p to 1080p, locked to 30 FPS. So it wasn't really... I mean, if you play things that are not new, it looks just dated. Bloodborne is a great example of this. 30 FPS with bad frame pacing. Yeah, no. No, GTA 6 will probably come a year after the PS5 release. That's what usually... I mean, Rockstar did that with Red Dead 2, with GTA 5. It did it with every high-profile game they release. So I wouldn't be surprised, really. What we need now is better games, in my opinion. Okay, so on 1080p you can do the high preset just fine. Increasing those textures. Yeah, Chat PS4 is rescuing Bloodborne. I mean, I'm waiting for that to be a bit more stable. And we'll be playing Bloodborne on the channel, without a doubt. And if you use DLSS on 1080p, even better performance. So now 1440p on quality. And we keep it the same as before. Let's see. Okay, that's a little bit much. Let's put it on balanced. Okay. I think the foliage is killing it right now. Okay, 1440p requires some sacrifice. Or not. I don't know. Yeah, 1440p is a little bit too close to the low 60s. I feel like they are gatekeeping Bloodborne at this point. Probably. Imagine Chat PS4 finishes Bloodborne 100% playable, 120 FPS mods. Then suddenly Sony says, hey, Bloodborne for PC, guys. That'll be hilarious. What if GTA 6 is the next crisis? I mean, if GTA 6 is the next crisis, it's probably going to be warranted. .30 FPS was smooth in the 90s. I mean, we were not used to seeing high frame rates for a while. Remember the PlayStation 3 console generation? You can actually see that happening. It will be hilarious. Okay, these guys are going to make it. Yeah, some textures still take some time to load for some reason. I'm a bit confused. Although the VRAM is going pretty high, so maybe at 1440p, don't use ultra textures. Yeah, that fixed it. LMAO. Balanced duality. Balanced. Yeah, let's call it high settings. I mean, yeah, on the cinema they still use 24 FPS, but you gotta remember that you do not control the movie. If you're watching something, whatever. I mean, I can still see when I'm at the theater or watching a movie at home, when there's a camera pan that is very aggressive, I can actually see it like a PowerPoint presentation. It's horrible. It breaks my eyes. Not sure if you guys can notice that, but when watching a movie and there's a very quick camera movement, I can actually see that it's not smooth. It kind of breaks my brain when that happens. But you're not controlling it, so it's not a big deal. It's different. In games, you're actually doing an active motion. Yeah, in some games, texture quality won't slow it down, but textures won't load properly. So at 1440p, I'd say put the textures on high, not on ultra. And the rest you can put it on high with effects on medium and fog on medium. The view distance, stay on high. Again, ultra looks great, but I don't think it's worth it, at least on this card, considering the performance impact. So yeah, let's jump into the next one, because it's getting late. 4K, probably a 30 FPS thing, but again, we're playing a super hardcore game, so you're probably not wanting 30 FPS on your PC on this one. I don't see the point in 100 FPS at 4K sometimes. What do you mean? That's hilarious though, what you said. After that I won't repeat because YouTube. I mean, I have a 4K 144Hz display. Sometimes I do 100 FPS using DLSS, but it just looks too sharp sometimes. It's weird. So yeah, the times that I play at 4K at a high frame rate, really, I could drop to 1440p and get a huge performance uplift. And it still looks good, so. I think 4K is nice as long as your hardware can do it. EVGA, yeah, rest in pepperonis, EVGA GPUs. Man, I miss EVGA already. 2:40 AM in the EU. Sorry to hear that. Yeah, here it's almost 10 PM. Good thing I have an EVGA card. It will be a relic in the future. Okay, so just for the memes, we're going to do Ultra first, while the game tries to do something. But again, personally, I wouldn't play on Ultra. I mean, I have a 4070 Ti on my PC, and I play on high. I don't know, it feels kind of a waste. There's 9 PM. Where are you from? CSGO and Apex 100 FPS is nice, but I can still fight well at 50 to 60. I mean, to me, it's like I'm still a garbage at the game, even at 144. So, to me, it doesn't make a difference. Oh, Canada, gotcha. Yeah, you're pretty close. EST, Eastern Canada. One day I want to visit Canada. On November, I'll be on the US 2 weeks. I've never been to the US. It will be interesting. I'll be going to Miami, so everybody will speak Spanish, obviously. And I'll be visiting New York as well. But man, one day I want to visit Canada. Another maple syrup, dude. High five. Okay. Finally, it connects on first try. Obviously 1080p. Obviously DLSS off. Obviously ultra settings. So I think the 3060 is the most interesting in this case because we got 12 gigabytes of VRAM. Although, hold up, my capture card is not responding. Ouch. Good thing that was just a case. Alright, so good thing the case of the ROG Ally was empty, so nothing of value was lost. Okay, I think this is stuck. Yeah, it was. Phew, yeah. The Rogue Ally is charging in the dock in front of me. Lucky me, lucky me. Oh, okay. It got stuck to 60 Hz for some reason. That's weird. Also, it looks too dark. That looks too bright. Oh, I love when things work. Anyway, I'll do a quick restart of the game. Because I think the color space got all effed up. Next GPU, 5000 series coming soon. Yeah, maybe. We'll see. It all depends on what those cards are, the performance, because it's been a while since we got something interesting. Oh, I know what the issue was. Okay. It wasn't on 120 and it wasn't on full RGB. Whoops. No, I'm not doing Linus drop tips. I don't have enough money to do that. Trust me on that one. Linus can afford that. I cannot. I'm usually the guy that's very careful with that. Yeah, price performance ratio. Yeah, it's been horrible lately. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have the 3060, the 3050, the 1650. Those are old already. Nothing new and interesting came out. And also, after the 2020 thing that happened that I'm not going to mention because thanks YouTube, the GPU manufacturers were like, oh, we can hike up prices, people are still going to buy. And yeah, now they can do whatever they want. Okay, now we're at 1080p. Good. Okay, now we're talking. So 1080p Ultra, because why not? But again, Ultra, in my opinion, is a waste of time. Yeah, the scalpers are miners as well, but we're not talking about mining in that regard. I'm talking about, yeah, the miners and the scalpers got all the nice GPUs at a nice price. But then Nvidia was like, hey, they have inflated prices and people are still buying, so why not crank up those prices? Hey, AMD, do you want to make some money? Let's increase prices together. That's basically what happened, I think. Yeah, they can ask for whatever they want and people will still buy it, so... I mean, just think about it. A 4090, when it just released, in my country was like $1,700. Yeah, $1,700. And after the price hikes on everything, the 4090 now is like $2,800. So $2,800, a 4090. So, yeah. Even in South America, we can notice the difference. So yeah, things here are expensive. Alright, so ultra settings seems to be into the 40s. Good for us. We have room to spare. Let's go back to high. But we're going to increase those textures, obviously. High ultra textures. I mean, the frame rate difference is basically double the performance on high. The cheapest 4090 here is 1650 pounds. That's expensive. Although probably, yeah, it's similar to here actually. What's that in US dollars? Also this, yeah, the texture of the arm. I'm not sure if this is loading properly actually. Although, yeah, those textures are fine. Oh well. Things are expensive in Canadian money too, I imagine. It must be annoying to live in Canada. And, I mean, your currency is also called dollar. Also in Australia, there are Australian dollars, Canadian dollars. So you're probably used to saying dollars, 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 but only for your currency. Here it's called Uruguayan peso. And we only call them pesos, basically. But if we go to Argentina, pesos to them is the Argentinian peso. So on the internet sometimes it's confusing. Okay, $2,000. Makes sense. Yeah, it's cheaper than here still. That's still pretty expensive though. Really? Already got the bounty? What the hell? Oh, I'm fricked. I can already hear the shooting. Oh, the spider is perfection. Just what I wanted. Kill it with fire, please. Oh man. What a perfect storm. Oh, he's still alive. Get the hell out. That and the lady that throws bugs are the most annoying ones. Yeah, CPU prices are fine now, actually. When I started doing YouTube, the competitive stuff was actually CPUs. Well, GPUs as well, but CPUs were interesting. I mean, when AMD released Ryzen, man, that's competition. 4090 in Indonesia is almost 2000. Man. Come on. Oh, really? Try again, Spider. Spidey! Where are you? Yeah, we were stuck in 4-core CPUs. Remember when i7s were 4 cores and 8 threads? Oh man, that scared me. I still remember when I got a Ryzen 5 1400 and I was like, look guys, it runs the same as an i7 4790. Wow! A cheap i7! And now that's basically an i3 nowadays. I remember when dual core was recommended, then slowly quad, then now 6. Yeah, definitely. And now hyper-threading is basically on everything. Jesus, she moves so fast, what the hell. Heidi, come on. Just this one time. Please? Okay. Oh, man. Now, just to hope that nobody else is watching me. It'll take a while for it to vanish, I think. So this is a good time to play at 1440p, I think. So 1440. Hopefully nobody shoots me while I'm doing this. Yeah, the VRAM usage is pretty high now. I'm not sure if the game just feels all the VRAM. But it's using a lot of VRAM now. Which is not good for the 4060. Okay, so 1440p high seems to be into the 60s, but with some drops into the 50s, even with nothing happening. So let's use quality DLSS. Oh, I heard the shot. Get ready, boys. Yeah, they're running around. They're upstairs. Son of a... I can hear them. And I'm not reloading because they will hear me if I reload. Nerve-wracking AF. This is a horrible spot, actually. Okay, they're exploding whatever they have left. Oh god. He's freaking invisible. Okay. Still didn't vanish. Sometimes you need to restart when you change textures. Yeah, this one I don't think is one of them. Ah! I clicked the button. That was close. Oh well. Still, I'm in a disadvantage. I'm playing on North American servers with 140 millisecond ping, so it was the ping, it wasn't me. Yeah, on the 4060 we lowered those textures and we're fine, yeah. I'm still going to try ultra textures just to see what happens, but at 1440p definitely we're doing high textures on the 4060. But I mean, the game looks pretty good. I always liked the look of the game. Really captures the essence of a swamp. By the way, this was with quality DLSS. I didn't change it because in the screen because I was fighting for my life over there. Yeah, it all depends also on architecture as well. I mean, 4 gigs of VRAM on the 1050 Ti performs way worse than on the 1650 in some games, especially newer ones. I remember not so long ago, the 1650 loaded textures in a game and the 1050 Ti didn't. So that also matters quite a bit. Double revolvers. A Giga Chad. So at 1440p, even using quality DLSS, you are basically into the 90s. Runs pretty well on this one. Yeah, pretty impressive. And not that it has DLSS, and I think it didn't have it before. Let's see very quickly balanced for the people that want to target 100 FPS. Interesting. Let's see the next player. This one is a little bit boring. Okay. They're getting everyone, so I don't feel so bad about losing to them. Yeah, I mean, it's using a lot of VRAM. But I'm not sure if this is because of the engine update. I don't remember exactly how much VRAM it used before. But some people, at least in the support page, were like, hey, the game no longer works properly on my PC after the CryEngine update. So it maybe has to do with that, I'm guessing. 1080 Ti 8 GB might still... 1080 Ti wasn't 11 gigabytes. Might still have the raw power, but it's all design. Yeah. Yeah, you can notice that with some new DX12 games and Vulkan games. In stuff that is older than the 16 series, you can really notice the difference. Yeah, 1080 Ti is 11 gigabytes. Yeah, I thought so. So yeah, 1440p, you can do it. Let's do 4K for the memes. And we're lowering those textures to high. Just so we can see what 4K looks like. But of course, I'm enabling VSync because I don't have G-Sync available at 4K for some reason. Sorry, FreeSync. So 4K performance. Looks super sharp now. It's kind of crazy. Now let's see if stuff loads out of the game like it did on the other cards. Do 8K for the lulz. I can do simulated 8K if you want to. The thing is, native 4K will already be 30, so I can do 8K for the memes, yeah. The VRAM is probably going to be the problem, but sure. I'll see if there is a super sampling slider to make it quick. Oh, he's done. Yes, I can run 8K. I mean, it can accept it can output 8K, but there's only one game that is at 8K, if I remember correctly. So yeah, it is compatible with an 8K display. It can signal 8K on HDMI 2.1. But that's about it. It's like when the PS4 Pro was out. It can output 4K. Not every game will be at 4K, but it's compatible. Yeah, let's lulz are 8K. Sure. I want to see if there's super sampling. I'm not seeing any. Okay, I'm not seeing a slider, so I'll have to make a custom resolution. I'll do it super quickly on low settings, obviously. So we're going to do 8K, obviously. Come on. 11K. Okay, so at 84K on low settings. It's into the 50s. So 8K is probably going to be 5. Let's see it for ourselves. Do you think base PS5 can run GTA 6 at 60? That's a good question. I have no idea. I hope so. Would be nice. That will mean that we can actually get good frame rates on PC. DSR. 8K would be 4320p, right? Yeah. Okay, let's make the 3060 catch on fire. I mean, with ultra performance, 24 hertz, really? Oh god, why? I mean, yeah, I think my. Oh wait, I think I know what's going on. It only allows me to do 24 hertz. Well, they know that I wouldn't get anything better, right? Oh my, I cannot read. Hold up. They know that I cannot do more than 10 FPS, so they say, yeah, 24, take it or leave it. Oh well, whatever. Let's keep it at 24. At this point. Oh wait, if I use GPU scaling, I might be able to do 60 actually. Hold on. Let's do it quickly. GPU scaling. Just for the memes. I can see the difference in textures from PS3 era and today. Yeah. But still. Oh, dang it. Fine. Fire NVIDIA control panel. I'm actually... Oh, I know why this is happening. This is the incorrect 8K. I know what's going on. My capture card, for some reason, has a resolution that is higher than 4K. 4096 by 2160, so it's actually higher than 8K. That's the issue. PS1 textures, good stuff. Although when I upscale PS3 games with RPCS3, textures hold up fantastically well actually. It's kind of insane to look at. All right, one sec. I need to try something. I'm experimenting. PS2 was fire, PS3 was fire. Fire was fire. Okay. PS4 meh. No, PS4 was fine. It wasn't fire, but it was fine. The thing that really now disappoints me is the PS5. I was expecting better. PS5 is okay. PS4 was good, PS5 is okay, in my opinion. There we go, 60 hertz. No Nintendo fans? Oof. And now, let's do 8K. Now it actually does work properly. And let's use no scaling. This is what 8K looks like on Windows. I can put all my Steam library on screen now. Yeah, PS5 Pro is going to show up soon eventually. And if it has that upscaling solution they're talking about, it's going to be super interesting. Bruh. Bruh. Yeah, sure. How can I help? 3ADL. Monitor, please stop it, bruh. I try. You didn't listen to me. I think right now I'm at 4K, so 1 sec. Gotta change the resolution. Yeah, it's for the memes. Santiago says it's for the memes. GPU, I'm in danger. Let's see if the game even supports. Okay, it does support it. Cool. Although the overlay cannot go any bigger than it already is, so yeah. So alright. 8K. Let's disable. Now let's keep VSync on. And everything on low. Here we go. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh, what am I doing with my life? Yeah, 10 gigabytes on the menu. That's the magic of 8K. It makes you use so much VRAM. Even UI will give you 10 gigabytes of VRAM usage. Runs amazing, guys. I wonder how many more Ks we can use. Yeah, i5 3470, 8 GB of RAM DDr4, 750. You want a simple upgrade? It's difficult. On that system, it's pretty difficult. I mean, I would tell you to upgrade everything. Maybe an i7 that is 4 Corsair threads. That will be, I mean, if you're not willing to upgrade the motherboard, the RAM, and the CPU at the same time, I would upgrade to an i7 and 8 more gigabytes of RAM. And there you can probably in the future upgrade the GPU. Killer K. But that system is, there's no simple upgrade. Okay, a consistent 15 FPS. Excellent. It does look amazing though. It's the sharpest I've seen this game as of yet. Yeah, I see no shimmering. So this is the reason why Nvidia added ultra performance DLSS to games. So you can put 8K and render it on ultra performance for 8K screens. This is why the 3090 has 24 gigabytes of RAM, of VRAM. Yeah, as you can see, 8K with ultra performance DLSS still looks great. And we can actually hit 30 FPS on low. Is it worth it? Nah. It's too good for this world. So yeah. Yeah, go for 16 gigs and a 1650. That should be a good upgrade. And when you can, put an i7 3770 maybe. You play Angry Birds on 15 FPS? I play Angry Birds on the PlayStation Portable. It blew my mind. I mean, it's worth it if you need to heat up your food on top of the GPU. Yeah, I mean, it's a 64 degrees Celsius though, so no big deal. The 3060 doesn't care. Yeah, if you don't have an SSD, that's a good thing to say as well. If you don't have an SSD, add an SSD. That should be the first thing you should upgrade. Anyway, 8K works, but if you're going to do 8K for some reason, better do it with DLSS Ultra Performance. Although it's interesting that the game actually supports it right away. Some games don't even allow you to select that resolution. Yeah, the 1650 should be a good jump over the 750. 1650 4GB or the 1650 Super. But right away, I'll tell you at least 16 gigs of RAM. And if you can upgrade the CPU, do it. But I would say first order of business, SSD, then GPU, then RAM in that case. 8GB can still do stuff, but many games use more than 8 very easily. Okay, let's get everything ready for the 4060. You have an SSD? Okay, you're good. Then I would probably use a 1650 and add more RAM. And then if you have enough money, upgrade the CPU to like a 3000 series i7 and you should be good to go. That should do everything that you need. It should basically be double the frame rate than now. So yeah, that will be the easy way. But you need a few changes, yeah. 1660 Super, yeah, but maybe that's a little bit much for his CPU. Oh man, 8K. Best resolution in the planet. Isn't a Series S better? Well, yeah, but maybe he doesn't want a console. He maybe wants a PC. So yeah, probably a Series S is a better idea for playing games. But at the same time, he might want a PC. Yeah, a 3770 should be good. 3770 should be a good upgrade. You get 4 Corsair threads. You don't need to upgrade your motherboard. So yeah, that should be a good idea, in my opinion. Funnily enough, my server computer, my home server, is a 3770, I think. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, I can vouch for that CPU. That CPU can do its job. All right. So let's do 4060 now. You're welcome. Happy to help. All right, the new guy in town, the 4060. Thanks for the 8K. No worries. Yeah, I mean, it's a nice meme. I've been doing 8K because I have 12 gigs of VRAM. Depending on the Celeron CPU will probably perform as 3770 these days. I wouldn't say 100%. I mean, the Pentiums are still 2 cores, right? 4 quad-core Celerons usually only have 4 cores and 4 threads. On single-threaded performance, yeah, probably. But, I mean, if you have 2 cores, some games don't even want to launch. I mean, the big issue on his side is that if he wanted to go to another platform, he needs a new motherboard and probably new RAM because DDr4 is pretty old now. Yeah, the 4060 has RGB, 1000% higher FPS. That makes the difference. Okay, we're back in now with the 4060, which I forgot again to make the graphic fall behind me, so we're going to put text as a reference. 1080p Ultra plus DLSS off for now. Is G-Sync enabled? Yes, it is. So you shouldn't see screen tearing. Shouldn't. Do you have like a Plex server? Yeah, I have a home server with an SSD to boot it into Linux, Pop OS. And I have two 4 terabyte drives and one 2 terabyte drive. That's like an old drive that I have laying around. So I have like 10 terabytes of hard drive, 128 SSD to boot Windows. And I put everything that I need. Everything, all the legal stuff goes into those hard drives. So if something disappears from the internet, I still have it. There are some mods, for example, the GTA Definitive Edition mod, that it was a collection of mods for the old GTA versions. I have that on my home server, and they took down the files. Take-Two took the files down, and I have them on my server. So they are not lost forever. I can still mod the game just fine. Yeah, I mean, set up one if you can. It's a lot of fun. It's a little bit of a headache sometimes on Pop OS. So I'm considering trying Windows. But it works great. I use it even to transfer games to not download them a few times because I have multiple computers, so if I need to download, I don't know, this game on the ROG Ally or the Steam Deck, I just move it to the server and from the server over the network to those devices, and I save data. Okay, Chris, thanks for watching. I appreciate that. So highest settings at 1080p. Let's go, like Mario would say. Let's see. So the 3060 was into the 40s when we were outside that tall location looking at foliage. So let's see, instead of the 40s, we're probably going to be into the 50s. I don't know what that is. Dayful. Is that a game or a map? Oh, I see. This is like the Asian Sims game. I don't know. You need an NAS. Yeah, I mean, this is cheaper. If you already have parts lying around and you can build a computer, it's probably cheaper than buying a NAS. The graphics look like it's made by Crytek. Looks interesting. Looks like a Crisis to me. Is the Sims killer? I mean, I'm not surprised. Considering how expensive DLC... How expensive the DLC is. I mean, I don't think it will be super hard to kill the Sims. I think I have VSync on. No, it's disabled. Okay, pretty similar to the 3060, although this part has more foliage. But it's hilarious how close it is. Let me see. Yeah, I'm at the other corner of the map actually. LMAO. Yeah, I mean, you can just rebuild a low-spec PC and you're good. It doesn't need to be super powerful, it's just for storing files and moving them around the network. What you might want to put on that low-spec PC that is repurposed to be a server is maybe a 2.5 gigabit network card or a gigabit network, and you should be good. Actually, I don't think I'm at the other corner of the map. I'm already hearing shots. Yeah, but it's a few frames ahead of the 3060. Not a big change when it comes to the ultra presets. So yeah, a small improvement, maybe 5 FPS more. So as I did before, go to high. Yeah, 4770 should be also possible on that motherboard, maybe. So ultra textures with high settings, DLSS off. I'm hearing the shots. Actually, when I'm playing at high, it's actually faster. Much faster than the 3060. What the hell? I will use it to archive all the Santiago streams. I'm already doing that. But thanks for the help. I didn't see that one. Oh, I thought it was another person. It was just a zombie. Let's grab this trap. Hopefully nobody opens this door. Yeah, when I'm targeting high settings, it runs faster than the 3060. But on Ultra, they were like 5 frames difference. I'm confused. Maybe it was a VRAM limitation on Ultra settings. Can you do something that will create many particles? Yeah, sure. Let me check my map first. Okay. Something that creates particles. Let me check what this... Oh, this is another bomb. Well, I can use this and be close to the fire. That's not a lot of particles, but it's something. Although I'll go indoors. Indoors fires. Okay, he already picked up the bounty. Let's go for him. Yeah, they're over there. I wish I had a Molotov or something. Oh, great. Another cow. Okay, they're shooting from both sides at the moment. Okay, they're going away. Bounty carriers can now see nearby hunters. Whoops. I can see them too, though. Hopefully nearby doesn't mean 100 meters. Yeah, on high settings it actually runs pretty well. And I'm not using upscaling. Oh. I'm so subtle. Oh my god. So subtle. As long as you're not playing on Ultra, you get a very high frame rate. They're right in front of me. Okay, never mind. They're right in the middle. They're probably waiting for somebody. A lost soul like mine. Nice screen space. Hello everyone. I thought texture would be the setting that it's the most VRAM. It is, but on Ultra, bigger texture maps, higher resolution stuff, especially the global illumination. So maybe that puts the VRAM at its maximum. Actually, this is the part where I was testing the 3060. Oh, I'm going to die in the same spot. Let's see if they're still here. Yeah, they are. I can hear the footsteps. But I don't have the shotgun anymore. Yeah, I didn't see anything. Well, at least I got a couple shots in. Not bad. Well, at least I made his life a little bit more miserable. Okay, so 1080p. As long as you don't play on Ultra, you'll be above 60 very, very easily. And they turn me on fire. You're welcome. That's the equivalent of a teabag. That's hilarious. So for 1440p, what I'm going to do is the high presets, so that actual quality is not on the highest, because we already saw that it uses lots of VRAM at 1440p. But man, I love that they turned me on fire. Was not expecting that. Okay, 1440p. High settings. No DLSS yet. Okay. Drops into the 50s. VRAM, we seem to be okay. We seem. They're loading properly so far. So let's try DLSS on quality. I don't think we need more than that. And now we're very easily above 70. Oh! Good stuff. The thing that will probably bother me is 4K. But 4K on 8 GB of VRAM, I don't know. So yeah, textures appear to be fine. Let's go to the next player. Oh! Okay, wanted to see particles, there they are. Okay, with particles it actually drops. Whoa, that's insane. That's a lot of particles. Jesus Christ. Yeah, particles plus fire plus everything. There we go. So maybe lower the effects to medium. It always loves dropping like that with those monsters that have like bugs flying around them. That's pretty damn cool. Yeah, it's using more system RAM than the 3060. So yeah, definitely is going above the VRAM limit. Yeah, these effects don't help. And that light source. I think it's actually the light source. Interesting. So we can lower the effects or lower the DLSS to balanced. So as I was saying, when it doesn't have enough VRAM, they usually offload that to the system memory. It's like the page file on your PC. When you don't have enough system RAM, they put that on your drive to compensate the lack of system RAM. With the VRAM, it's kind of similar. They offload the access to the system RAM. Nvidia loves doing that. So that's probably the case here. Since we only have 8 gigabytes and the game clearly used more than 8, we saw that with the 3060, it uses more system RAM. Nvidia texture compression changed with the 4000 series? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think they changed that much. Yeah, there we go. Some pop in there with the textures. But I'm jumping from player to player. They're in opposite corners of the map, so it kind of makes sense. But still. So yeah, for those monsters, balance DLSS at 1440p. But keep in mind that the 3060 had less of an issue with VRAM usage. But it's not a huge deal, I would say, because textures still load. But you can definitely notice that the game does like the extra VRAM. Cool. And well, outside of fighting those effect-heavy bosses, you should be just fine. Let's do 4K. 4K will destroy the VRAM probably, so I think that will be good. And I'm going to use VSync at 4K because VRR on my capture card at 4K doesn't work. Oh, great. For some reason, I'm not getting full screen. Hold up. Ah, I love when that happens. Okay, hold up. Texture. I'm not even making sense anymore. So as I was saying, 4K, 60. There we go, full screen, finally. VSync comp, performance, DLSS. Maybe I'll lower the effect to medium, the textures to medium, and the particles. Come on, VRAM, you got this. Okay, yeah, 4K obviously wasn't going to be amazing. Although it looks way sharper. Way sharper. Let me go back to 4K. Actually, on the 3060 at 4K, it was way faster, I think. Yeah, it was 60s outside. Maybe it's because we're indoors, which shouldn't be an issue, but still. Yeah, we're getting like half the frame rate. Yeah, maybe that's a VRAM thing. Let's restart the game just in case. But oof, if that's the performance, man. The VRAM will be an issue. Interesting. Although, if you're buying a 4060, you're probably not playing at 4K, but if the 3060 can do it and the 4060 can't, that's not a good look. But let's just call it, let's give it a chance, let's restart the game. I think I put textures on medium as well. Here we go. What is this? I can do 4K, just everything on low and DLSS ultra performance low. Maybe. We're about to find out. CryEngine. It'll be fun to see. I still have hope. That's the last thing you lose. Let's make it fair though, and let's put it at the same texture quality than on the 3060. Just to see if the VRAM can actually make or break it. Do I have guns? No, I don't have any guns. How much money do I have? Oh, I have a lot of money. Let's get the cheapest one. Yeah, this one will do. Oh, this UI is horrible. How do I equip this? There we go. All right. Missing item. I forgot to first take it. Whoops. Although the textures are already having a hard time loading. We'll see. VRAM plus one bandwidth limitation? Maybe. Yeah, I think the bus is much narrower on the 4060. Let me check. 4060. That's width. Okay, the 4060 is a 128-bit bus. Let me check the 3060. Um, 192. Okay. So it's a narrower bus and less VRAM. That's great. 192 versus 128. I love NVIDIA. Nice to see downgrades generation to generation. Sad to see laptops to get 12 gigs of VRAM, you need to get a 4080 laptop minimum. Yeah. Same with the VRAM on the PC actually. To get a 16 gigabyte GPU, you need to buy at least a 4060 Ti 16 gigs. A scam. It's super expensive. Okay. Alright, runs the same as the 3060. Or a little bit better. GPU usage is lower at 4K now. But we needed to restart the game in this case because we changed settings a couple times, went over the VRAM limit. Okay, cool. Hey, Vicky Kumar. How's it going, man? So yeah, 4K is fine. So it was just a thing that it wasn't loading. It was loading. It filled the VRAM when I was changing textures and resolution. Sorry about that. And I'm using VSync because at 4K I get a lot of screen tearing. BRR doesn't work on my capture card at 4K yet. Okay, they're already shooting at each other. And the audio. The audio in this game is masterclass. It was good before this update, but now it's even better. Sup? Horse never saw it coming. I did him a favor. That's what I tell myself to be able to sleep at night. Much better. That has to be one of the most annoying enemies. Apart from the guy that is on fire. Yeah, I'm using VSync. That's why it's at 60. But sure, let's do a complete test. Let's disable VSync. I'll put screen tearing. There we go. Well, now you should be able to see screen tearing. Probably, maybe. So yeah, we're pretty good when it comes to frame rate at 4K now. VRAM was an issue when we changed resolutions multiple times without restarting the game, because it still feels a VRAM. On the 3060 that wasn't the case because we got lots of VRAM, so those changes didn't really matter much. Okay, that way. But hey, 4060 is a bit faster than the 3060, but due to the less VRAM, you probably shouldn't play with ultra textures at 1440p. And well, at 4K, if you're changing resolutions a lot, like I'm doing this live stream, make sure to restart the game. Otherwise, you're going to run into 30 FPS performance at 4K on this card. Although, again, on this card, I wouldn't play at 4K, but you can do it. With performance DLSS, of course. And it looks amazing. I love how this looks at a super high resolution. So would you guys play at 4K on a 4060? Personally, 1440p would be more than enough for me on this card. I'm gonna try everything low on DLSS performance when you get to 3056 gigs, just to see if you can get above 30. That will be interesting. You probably can. With ultra performance, it should be super easy actually to get 30s. Well, really, I don't know. It's about memory bandwidth. Memory bandwidth and what's the name of this other thing? Man, I'm missing it. Well, first the VRAM and the memory bandwidth. Yeah, both things. If the memory bandwidth is too low, you might run into below 30 FPS drops. But make sure to do it and restart the game, so you can get all the VRAM correctly set up there. Memory bus, yeah. I don't know how what's the bus on a 3056 gigs, because I know it's a different card. I mean, it's called 3056 gigs, but it's not the same as a 3058 gigs. The graphics chip is different. But it's called the same for some reason, like they did with the GT 1030 DDr3 or DDr4. Yeah, I agree. Axel Gamer. I agree. Although in a game that is so taxing with the players, being able to play at 4K 60, I think is pretty impressive. Although this texture... Oh yeah, it did load. I thought it was wrong. Oh, this is not here's. The West. How much harder it is to run now versus before? I have no idea. I haven't played this game in like 2 years. I need to look at one of my older videos. You play mostly at 1600p? Okay. Makes sense. I mean, 1200p is already great. So I'm guessing your laptop is 2560 by 1600. My laptop is also that resolution, but it doesn't have an NVIDIA card. It has Iris Xe graphics. I didn't want to spend that much on on a laptop. I just wanted something light with a good screen. 16x10 is underrated. You like the Dead Space remake? You were blown away at 1440p? Man, that game looks incredible. Yeah, it's one of the best looking games in my opinion. The Dead Space remake. I wish they fixed the stutter though. The stutter kills it for me. Okay, there's 2 people in here. Okay, 3 people. And they can probably see me with dark sight, so... And I only have a revolver. So let's just say that I'm not going to have a good time here. They're probably just waiting to get out. Yeah, they're still there. Look at that. Wukong 7740 picked it up. They'll see me through walls now. Oh my god. Not good. Although some textures look weird. I'm not sure if this is... I don't know. This is just the edge of the model. Never mind. Not the texture. $165 Hz with G-Sync. Oh man. That's so nice. Do you play CS2 on that one? Okay, I can see the monster. Not even going to get close to the water. Break that. Just move stealthfully like John Wick. That's a nice word. Stealthfully. I am stealth. Let's scare them. Let's shoot those barrels from here. You're under attack! Surrender! Haven't tried CS2 yet. You're going to get 165 easy. Okay, we're going away. Would you recommend a laptop with a 4060? I mean, I don't have one, but I heard the same thing as you. That is similar to the desktop one. It's possible. It uses less power, so... The 4060, I mean, over the 3060. And I can hear people getting murdered. Hold up. So yeah, if that's true, I mean, the 4060 should be very power efficient. So I can probably get higher clocks on the laptop with less power. This is a tense moment. Before they see me, are they here? Yeah, they're still here. I can hear them running. Okay, they're probably over there. Okay, they're not shooting at me. That's a good thing. Yeah, they're indoors. Probably camping. Another one picked up the bounty. Okay, some textures are not loading properly. That cloth and that... Yeah, and those trees. So definitely a 4K lower those textures. Otherwise, that can happen. Now it fixed, but... Yeah, no, that then happened again. And it flickers. Yeah, no. Don't play with high textures at 4K on this card. Ha! Got him! I can't believe I got one playing at 4K on a 4060. Is this real life? Oh god, I'm an idiot. It was too good to be true. Not this... Good time to get poisoned. Got him! Yeah, the best time. Okay. Run for your life! I'm the knight. Man, this is so creepy. Dead hunter, that's okay. They're definitely upstairs. I can hear water though. Okay. Boom, headshot. Is he dead? Yeah, he dead. See guys, you need to play at 4K on a 4060. Better relocate. Look at those textures popping out. Oh my god. Yeah, definitely this card doesn't like high textures at 4K. Until 2 Hunt Showdown 0? No. Santiago is 2 Hunt Showdown 8. Run. Oh, there's no ammo. Freaking useless. Well, at least I have dynamite now. Well, the question is there any bounty to get up? To pick up? Yeah, in the middle of this in the middle of the level, and they're going to a distraction. Perfect. Oh, hi there. What the hell? He fell asleep. forgot I was here. I think I'll just loot one more and extract. Even alive anymore? Nope. So Tale 3, Game 0. No, Game 8. I died too many times, let's say. Man, the audio in this game is amazing. Oh god. No! Alright. I'm hearing shots, so I'm not out of the woods yet. Literally. I don't see anyone. Is it Dark Souls you eventually get better? Kinda. The difference is that in Dark Souls at least I can pause the game. No, I cannot pause the game in Dark Souls either. You're right. Well, the difference is that in Dark Souls I can tell the invaders to not invade me. But this game is tense. Especially playing alone. I'm playing against duos of people. So I'm already at a disadvantage over here. Wukong extracted the bounty token. Oh my god! All bounty has left. You have 5 minutes to extract. That's alright. I didn't want the bounty anyway, I just wanted a gun. Yeah, Santiago versus the world. I came in with a garbage revolver that killed 3 enemies. Now I have a better revolver and a carbine? Yeah. And a lever action rifle. But I'm still not out, so... There we go. Let me get to my Ferrari. I don't know if this is good cover, but I'll take it. It has to be the part that has the most tension. There we go. I live to die another day. That was the best one so far. I don't know what happened there, but it was way better. Horsepower. Oh man. What a good one. This one was interesting. GG, easy. I just wanted the guns, I didn't want the bounty. The bounty is for sweaty edgelords. But it's funny, 3 hunters killed. I think since I started playing this game, I killed 4 hunters, so that has to be a record. Nice. Cool. Excellent. Anyway, so to sum up, 1080p is nice on the 3050 with the LSS on high settings. So don't go ultra. Ultra looks nice, don't get me wrong. Better draw distance, better quality reflections and all that. But I think it's a bit overkill considering that high is basically double the performance. Then if you're on a 3060, 4060, all that, You can do 1080p native on high above 60. 1440p, you can do it on 3060 and 4060. The thing is, at 1440p on the 4060, you run into VRAM limitation. So I would say put textures on high and medium textures at 4K, because the textures will flickering at 4K on this card. So yeah. Then to improve performance, you can lower lighting, but you lose a lot of ambient occlusion. Global illumination on medium is fine. Shadow resolution, even on low, they look pretty good. And then when it comes to effects and fog, lower these two for extra performance. And that should do. GPU tessellation, really didn't notice tons of tessellation in rocks, but in some bricks in houses, there was tessellation, so very selective. Not sure if this is a huge impact or not, but it wasn't used all the time, which is interesting. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. I highly appreciate it. So the new update apparently runs worse, but when it comes to the options menu, it has more options. The UI is way worse than before. Now it's basically Warzone UI, which is basically the worst UI UX in gaming, in my opinion. And yeah, that's basically it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Now we have FSR and DLSS, so that's good. After party now, maybe next time. It's 11 p.m. I have to go to sleep. Gotta go somewhere tomorrow, unfortunately. And tomorrow we're doing the Black Ops 6 beta, because basically in 12, 13, in 14, 15 hours from now is going live, the beta. I already downloaded the beta, so I have a Game Pass. So if you have a Game Pass, you can actually play Black Ops 6, the Black Ops 6 beta. You just need to install the Call of Duty app, and you'll have as an add-on the beta. So yeah, if you go to manage on Game Pass, we got, oh, there we go, modify installation. You have to download the Call of Duty one, which is 36 gigs, and you'll have Black Ops 6 beta, which is 29 gigs. So if you don't download the rest of the stuff, it's easy. So yeah. Thanks guys. I appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Have fun. See you tomorrow with Black Ops 6. Thank you. Failed pass. That's a good one. See you guys tomorrow.